Let me help you build this house. Let's build this two-story house on Inzoi. It's about a 2 hour long video. Skip through, do what you need to do, but let's get it. Let's build together. Let's grow. Let's go. You're currently watching my first YouTube tutorial for building on Inzoi. Welcome in. Welcome in. So it's been long awaited, but it's finally up. So you can skip right past this. Go to the 20-second mark. Let's get it. Let's go.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I do go live almost just about every day. Yeah, even on days when I'm like, I'm not gonna go live, so I can focus on making some little more content. Because I do content creation for real. I still do go live for at least an hour. So May, building on Sims and Inzoi, they are similar, but Inzoi seems to be a bit more complicated. Like I think we all overall feel like Inzoi is just a bit more complicated. Yes, come on, Mystic, turn on that game. Okay, so from here, I think it is harder too. It is harder, but once you get the hang of it on Inzoi, you're gonna realize you have a lot of customization options that you don't have on the Sims. Not even to rag on the Sims, because I love the Sims down, bitch. But it's worth it. All right. So from here, we're gonna click right on Build Studio. This is going to take you directly into. Actually, let me stop the music because I'm gonna upload this to YouTube. They're gonna mute that shit. So let me go back. Welcome to my build tutorial. So this is to get comfortable with building on YouTube. I'm on YouTube on Inzoi. When you get comfortable building on Inzoi, building a mansion is hard. Okay, yes, open up that game. So for those that missed it, I'm gonna go right on back. And also for myself. Look, no, Quan, welcome in. But seriously, when I get a chance, Mimi, welcome in. When I get a chance to get some mods in this hole, yeah, mod it down. Mod it down. All right. So from the main menu, we're gonna click directly on Build Studio. This is gonna take you to that blue world that y'all saw me in. It just has the girl standing there, and it's gonna load a video up. It's gonna load a house up. So from here, so let's talk about your controls. So if you have the mouse pad, if you have the mouse, like if you're playing on Mac and you got the flat mouse, you just slide your finger in the middle up and down to go back and forth. However, if you have the scrolling pad, if you're on PC, you can just scroll it and it'll zoom in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And your camera control should also pop up on the right side. It should pop up on the right side of your screen. Let me see if this will look. If that's fine, I can make it smaller to bring it in. Go back. Okay. I am great. Welcome from Buffalo. I'm from good old Virginia. So my werewolf couple story and the 100 baby challenge. Sheesh. Oh, you been playing mouseless? See, I can't do that. One, I have the IMAX. I don't have a mouse pad, so I'm cooked. I will be fucking cooked. So that's that on that. Oh damn. I hate that. First of all, thank y'all for 1.2, what 1.1 like 1.1K likes. Appreciate it. So from here, we are going to click at the top of the screen. I'm glad that's showing. At the top of the screen, we're going to click the it's a little hammer tool. Right beside the delete tool, there's a delete all tool. So we're going to go ahead and click that. Let's just get rid of what they already put here. And then it should be empty like this. You want to make sure you delete all. All right. So once we have deleted all, yeah, they just throw that shit there all the time. I've never tried mouse and keyboard on my Xbox. Also, before we even get started, my mug of the day. Y'all know I love a mug of the day. It is Kirby. I love this mug. It's cute as fuck. All right. So, from here, thank you, thank you. So from here, in the top left corner, I know you can't see it on my screen, so I might slide my shit over some more so we can see all the build options. I am gonna shrink the screen down a little bit. Okay, that's actually perfect. That's what I needed to show. So long as you can still see the screen. So on the left side of the screen there, at the top left, it's gonna show a house it'll show build items. So the first one is your building presets. So anything that you build in here and save, it'll show up right here. So with GeForce, it'll show up right here. If you're playing on PC, it'll show up right here. If you're using Boosteroid, however, it will not. And we'll go, if you're using Boosteroid, make sure whatever you start building, you upload to Canvas. You hear me? Immediately. You need to upload that shit to Canvas. Take it from me. I learned from experience. I thought something saved. It does not. You need to upload that shit to Canvas so that way you can come back and work on it. So we're going to start right on the left of that. So right beside the little house tool at the top here, you're going to click right here on building. So boom, this is your first step. You made it. Like, this is your first step. You got the game open. You clicked on your building tool. So now you have basic walls. These are all different heights of the walls. So we're just going to start with the first one. I'm going to put down 4 of these walls so I can show you what they look like. This is the short wall. Bitch, don't play with me. This is just the short standard wall. Let me zoom down. So that's another thing, your camera controls. I like to use, yeah, other people can see it if it's not finished made, but I do that all the time. I'll put a note that, hey, it's not finished. Basically, don't download this. Download at your own risk. Bitch, I'm just building on this. I'm working on this. That's that. So you do have different camera controls. I use mainly the free cam. If you hit tab, look in your top right corner. It's going to say default cam. You're welcome. It's going to say default cam. Then if you hit tab, it's going to say free cam. There are some differences in the movements. Like, I'll show you because you need to know this for your building. I feel like this will really help you. So on your default cam, you know you move with WASD on this game. So if you hit A, you're going to go left. D, you're going to go right. S is going to back you up. And W is going to take you forward. So again, in your default cam, A is going to take you left. D is going to take you right. S is going to back you up. And W is going to drag you forward. Now you can rotate your camera up and down by hitting W to go down and E to go up. W to go down, E to go up. So you can do it this way. And you can still click, like, if you're using Mac, make sure you have your right click enabled. That's going to help the fuck out of you. Do you hear me? It's going to help the fuck out of you. Because I did not have mine enabled and I was struggling. But once I enable right click, it's going to help you. And I say that because on this game, you use your right click to rotate your camera, like so. You right click and you can spin your mouse to rotate your camera. Now you use your left click to pull yourself around. I always think of it as a fucking bungee cord. I always do. You use your left click to bungee yourself around, like this. So now if you hit tab, you're going to be in free cam. Now free cam is a little different. It's a little different. I've used free cam a lot. It's the same thing with the controls though. Free cam, A is going to take you left. D is going to take you right. Free cam, A is going to take you left. D is going to take you right. Now W on the free cam is going to zoom you in. And S on the free cam is going to zoom you out. Hey D, good morning. Welcome in, boo. Welcome in. So, and then you have your Q and E. I use this a lot. So Q is going to take you down still. Instead of rotating the camera down, it just takes you directly down to the ground. Directly down to the ground. And E is going to bring you up. I use this one because it's easier for me to go between floors. Because in GeForce, and it may not apply to y'all, I'm on Mac, so I don't know if it's for all Mac users, but for me, on GeForce, I can't use the hotkeys. You know how the Sims have the hotkeys where you can just cycle between the floors, you can put the walls down. I can't do that in here. I'm pressing them now and nothing is happening. So I would have to go to the top of the screen to change that stuff. And that's perfectly fine with me. I'll do that shit all day. But yeah, these are the camera controls, and you can still do the same thing. This is going to rotate you in space, in your spot. In free mode, the right click rotates you in your spot. Left click, you still can drag yourself around. So as you notice in the default cam, it's rotating all the way around versus in the same spot. Whereas in the free cam, you're going to be in the same spot rotating. So for me, when I first started playing this game, I came in here to practice my camera controls. Thank y'all for 2K likes. Q, good morning, boo. Welcome in. Thank y'all for being here. But yeah, I use this to practice my camera controls for when I'm in the game. But baby, we are building this morning. We are doing our building tutorial that is going to be put on YouTube when I am done. So back to the walls, right? This is the standard wall. This one is a little bigger than that one. And then so forth. And so forth. And then I'll explain to y'all about these walls too. Yeah, my YouTube channel is the same as my name. There's nothing on there yet except for YouTube Shorts. This will be the first thing I put up. All right, so you can use any of these walls to do your build. So you can choose whichever one you're comfortable with, whichever one you want to use. But just know, hey Nico, good morning. This is Inzoi, another simulation game. So you can use any of these walls, but just know this: if you start building, your house, they have to be the same. So if you build on the first floor, let's say we build one little room. I'm gonna show you. So I'm gonna delete all this real quick. Let's say I'm using this. I'm just gonna make a quick little square, rectangle. Now mind you, I use the shortest wall. And if you want to come in and have a different wall, just know it's going to auto adjust to that wall. If they are touching like this, that shit is going to auto adjust. But you could very much put another wall beside it like this and build another taller room. But just know, if you overlap these walls, if you use a different size wall, like if I'm gonna try to come in here and use the short wall, it's gonna auto adjust. So that's something to be aware of, that your shit will auto adjust to that wall. Now, so before we start, I'm gonna show you another thing that I learned. This is something that helped me. My walls were too high in my house. I couldn't see my ceiling. I couldn't put any lights up. I couldn't put the shit that I wanted because my walls were too high. So another trick, another good tip is if you click on that wall, you have all these options here. The main one you probably will worry about is the change wall height. This will change every single wall height that's connected to this wall. It'll change it. It'll change it. It'll change it. And it'll take it back. So this is just to keep in mind. Hey, Patty Betty, welcome in. Sweet, Sammy, Judah, Ms. Hart, welcome in, y'all. So just keep that in mind. You can finish your whole house and be like, fuck, I forgot my walls are too damn tall. But just know, like this, I'm going to show you. Just know that if you do change your wall, they may delete some of the stuff that you have on it if they can't adjust it. Oh, thank you for the heart, me boo. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So they may delete some of your shit. Thank you for the heart puff. So, as you can see, there are not any round walls. I have not figured out how to make a round wall yet, but I want to make slanted walls. So like this window is fine. The reason why this window is fine is because it is not being adjusted by that wall. However, in that same breath, if you build really tall walls in your house and you have windows like this, just know that when you go to adjust your wall, if you think about adjusting it, it's going to take it off. It's going to take it off. So that's just some things that I've learned that I want you to look out for while we are building today. So I'm going to free cam. I'm going back to free cam. And now I'm going to start building the house. So we're going to make it, if you have your grid mode on, which you can turn on or off. So at the top, right next to the little magnet, there is grid mode that'll show the floor. So for me, I like to put that on so I can know what I'm working with and know my dimensions. So I'm going to start with making a box. I'm going to use the line right here, the S2 line. I know we're trying to get away from making boxes, but I'm going to show you how to make this box into something else. So I'm going to click, I'm going to drag it all the way down, all the way over. Now, it ain't got to be perfect. It ain't got to be this big. But this is what I'm going to do. So once you connect Yeah. Oh, so cute. I actually figured that out. I actually figured that out. Hey, Trey Santana, good morning. So, one thing I learned about that Q is your houses can be apparently as big as you want. The issue was I had a lot of custom content in the house. And because I wanted to share it, how you doing today, Troy? And because I wanted to share it with y'all, I can't have so much 3D items. So I'd be glad when they put an update out to let me know my limit. Cause bitch, I loaded that house down, but we did delete some of the 3D shit and get it up there for y'all. So all right, so now we have our box. Does everybody have their box? Did anybody make everybody make the box? Like I said, you can start with any size wall that you want, but just make sure if you're still bidding on that same floor, you want to keep that same size wall. Because if you switch to a bigger wall, it is going to auto adjust that wall to the current room. So as you can see, the floor made itself. The floor made itself once your walls are connected. That's another way you can tell if your house is connected or not. Oh, Q. So I got rid of some people. That sounds bad. When I've had a house that was too big, I went and evicted somebody else out of their house. I think the biggest lot that I seen was 80 by 80, and I went and deleted them, got them right the fuck up out their house, and put my house down. I sure did. Sure did. Y'all are NPCs. Y'all ain't doing shit anyway. Y'all ain't doing shit anyway. Get the fuck out of the way. So I put my house right on down, evicted them bitches, and plopped my house in there. Sure did. Sure did. So, so now that we have the box, let's make our hallways. So I'm gonna go right back to the same. It is insane. 80 by 80 is a lot. So now that we have our box, we're gonna make our hallways. So I'm going to have my entrance. So I like to start with my door. Hey Gigi, welcome into the building tutorial. Gigi also is a pro builder. Gigi is who I was talking about earlier when I was like, I got my fish from Gigi to make the fish tank. And she makes a lot of great stuff on canvas as well. So, for our entryway, I think I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna start right here. So for me, I want it kind of big. So I'm just gonna click my little box. Friend, you are so welcome. And I'm just gonna do this much of an entryway. Just a little bit, nothing too major. This is only because I want to show you how to do some angles with the entryway. Like, we have a curve. I'm gonna show you a little curve. So just make sure you draw a little box. I stopped it so I can know how far I want it to go. Then I'm gonna click again, and we're going to make it curved. And then I'm gonna stop, click it again, and then we're gonna curve it over. And then you can hit escape to stop, to move your build tool out the way. So now you should have something like this. So if we all have that, we're gonna go up here, back to the little house structure, click on the door. I'm just gonna grab a random front door and smack it right in there so I can know that this is gonna be the entryway into my house. This is where I wanna start. So then I'm gonna go right back up, click on my walls, and click right back on the basic wall that I was using, which is the 3.0. Oh, I'm weak. Yeah, I be pressing escape. I kind of hit it a lot anyway, but it's definitely a quick little helpful tool. So now I'm gonna make sure I'm go back to my free cam. I'm gonna take myself up by hitting Q. I'm gonna up by hitting E, and I'm gonna pull my camera around so I can get the overhead view. And I'm also gonna zoom out by scrolling my D-pad up. My D-pad. I keep calling that shit a D-pad. Scrolling my mouse pad up. So now let's make like some rooms. So for this layout, I think I'm going to do this. Like I said, you can do it exactly how you want, how you feel fit. I'm going to make this the kitchen. I want to have a big ass fucking kitchen. So I'm also going to take this wall all the way over. This is just a little trick that I can use so I can make sure that my walls are together. Because granted, you could have done this and just slid over. It was just easier for me to just go right there. But I don't want my speed. Welcome in, boo. but I don't want my that's just that's so freedom. I'm so stupid. I'm gonna call you Speed this whole time. That's so welcome in, boo. Thanks for the GGs. So thank y'all for the GGs. I didn't even repeat the other ones. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm gonna make this a we're gonna do an entryway. I don't want a doorway for my kitchen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do two lines right here. Boop. I'm gonna hit escape, do another line, boop. So this way, now my walls are separated. So that's one thing to note. If you make walls together, do you hear me? If you make walls together, unlike The Sims, you can't just go through and hit one piece out. It's gonna delete the whole fucking wall. So like this, if I'm trying to just take this middle piece out, so I'm gonna hit delete. Damn, my whole wall is gone. The fuck? That's because we don't have that option yet, and this is registered as a whole ass wall. But if you make lines, if you put walls through walls like I did, you're able to come back in here and just delete the one. And you can always hit Control Z to undo it. You can push and pull walls. Now, it is a little different. I'm going to show you. So, if you wanted to expand that wall out to push and pull, you click on it. You're going to hit the little dot with the arrows. And then you're going to have squares. So, these squares, you can pull those. You can pull those. You can pull those. If you hit this, this is going to pull the arrows are going to take the whole wall in. But if you use the squares, it's going to keep that wall there, and it's going to build another one behind it. So that way, if you just wanted to expand that room, you can just do that too. Or if you wanted to quickly build another room, you can do it that way. So you do have some options there. But I'm going to go ahead and delete this wall. You are so welcome. We're going to delete this wall here. Boom. And now we have an entryway to the kitchen. So I'm just going to delete this wall, this piece, and that piece. Because I do want to keep the little, I do want to keep these here though. I do like those. The building is doing its thing. I haven't even showed y'all my favorite feature yet. So now I'm going to even up this wall. So remember how I told you can't delete just a piece of the wall. So what I've learned to do is to just, like I said, take that little line, make another wall directly through it, delete the piece that I want, and do the same thing. And it does seem like a hassle, but I promise you, as you do this, as you play with it, it's going to be second nature. Thank y'all for 3K likes. I really, truly appreciate it. My goodness. Appreciate y'all. But it's really going to, you're going to fly through it. You're going to fly through it. Your building is going to be so much fun, and you're going to start playing around with a bunch of shit. All right, so, excuse me. We all should have at least something like this. Is everybody good on this? Do we need to do it again? Because we can definitely do it again. Excuse me. You know, I try to be. I told you I love training. I love teaching. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I just would never be a teacher because I can't do them. I love kids now. I can't. No ma'am. No ma'am. Can't do it. All right. So this is gonna be our kitchen. So then my next question to y'all: would y'all like to do 2 stories, or do you want to do 1? Y'all let me know because that'll determine the rest of this layout. 2. Okay, we got to vote for 2. 2. 2. Okay. Can we get one more 2? Can we get one more 2? Going once, going twice, going once, going 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2. All right, bet. We have a 2. So we're going to do 2 stories. So before I even design anything else, we're going to go over to the stairs. So in the top left, your little house layout, click your steps. We're going to click those steps. So you have the option of, they just added like short stairs not too long ago. Give me that back. So you can do short stairs, which, they are shorter, literally verbatim. So I'm just gonna plop those there to show you the differences. And because at first the stairs were fucking huge. Gigi, if you are still here, Gigi understands. Me and Gigi learned how to build manual steps together because of how big the fucking stairs were. They were huge, and you cannot fit them shits anywhere. So for me, I'm actually going to use the big steps since I have more room. So now, can you put the stairs in the first floor by adding the second floor? Um, I think you can do it that way. So that way you'll know, like, you can have your layout up here. But I usually I usually put them downstairs first so I can see where I want them to go upstairs. Because sometimes, hey Dion, baby, good morning. I do them down here first because sometimes I'll get upstairs and I'll start designing. Now this is a fault of my own. I'll get up here. I'll be like, I'm gonna make 2 stories. So I'll get up here, boom, 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 boom. Do this. I will go upstairs, do my whole layout, start putting shit in, and then forget that I need to put my steps. And then I'll put my steps down. I have to delete some shit, and now the house don't look the same, and now I hate it. I hate it here. I hate myself. Like, it's just a whole bunch of shit. So I like to put my steps down first. So I'm going to use. I'm weak. Not you outside waiting. That'd be me though. I'm going to use the long steps. And for me, I'm going to put my steps right along my entrance. Because I'm going to use this little corner. I already have an idea. Y'all know I be like, my brain is doing the thing. So I'm going to put them here. And now when you place your steps, if you go up to your first floor, so if you do have the option, you can just hit page up and it'll take you up there. And you go up to your second floor, you'll see where your steps are going. So this is where they're going to go. Now I'm going to make sure my steps are not too close to my wall. Because sometimes when you build a wall, you build steps too close, it'll take off the steps when you are doing this. The steps may delete themselves. So this is perfect. The steps did not delete themselves. So I love that. I love it here. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue to, I'm going to delete this actually and go back down. So that way we can see. I just needed to test to see, because I have another thing for y'all at the top before we, once we get up there. So yeah, hey, welcome in, y'all. Welcome in, blase blase, Queen Thack, astronaut. Welcome in, paper. Welcome in, chef. What's good? Welcome in. The little fireworks symbol emoji. Welcome in. Um, okay, so we have our steps. Now I'm not going to do anything to this entryway. I'm going to leave it as is, and you'll note. You see that yellow thing popping up? That's going to tell you that bitch is going to get deleted. You build on me, I'm getting deleted. So yeah, you can. I totally forgot about that. You can double click the wall to move it. So with this one, this is going to move the entire wall. It's just going to build a wall right over here. And because it's disconnected, it's going to take my shit off. But there's some things that work like that you can do that are pretty neat. After you double click, just make sure you hold it. But I don't do it. I don't do it like that because I be fucking it up. I be fucking it up. All right. So back to this yellow thing. If you see yellow on any object that you're putting down, it's going to let you know that if you put a wall there, it's going to delete that object. Oh, paper, thanks for becoming one of my Shugs. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. Welcome to my chaotic safe world. But yeah, it'll let you know it's going to delete. So if you did want to build a wall here, you just have to wait till the yellow bar is gone. Wait till the steps are no longer yellow, and then you're good to go. But I'm going to leave this just like this. So now let's start with the layout for the rest of downstairs. So if you wanted to build something under the steps, just know you can put stuff under there. You can put stuff under there. You just can't build a wall because it's going to take that off. It's just going to knock this the fuck off. It's going to take this the fuck down. Oh yeah, Sims are coming. Right now we're playing Inzoi, but Sims is coming. We are going to do a Sims build after this one. So I want to put a bathroom, at least a half bath back here. So I'm going to go as close to the steps as I can without going through the steps. So that's actually perfect. So we're going to make the half bath just a little square. Just a tiny little square in the back. Because you're going to get just enough. You should not be in here taking a full bath. Please. Take your ass upstairs or go home. Or go the fuck home. So we have that there. So now that we have that there, good morning, Michelle. Let's click on our steps. Let's click on our steps. So you do have options of how you want your steps to look. You can design those all the way down. If those that have seen me build, y'all know, I don't usually do any type of design, any type of coloring, adding anything. Thank you, Boo, for becoming one of my Shugs. Welcome in. I don't do any type of like coloring, anything like that until the end. No painting. I usually don't do that shit till the end. But with the steps, if you click on edit appearance, so we're going to click on our steps. Make sure you click. I know sometimes it's hard to click on stuff if something is in front of it. You can always zoom in to get closer to the object. You're going to click on those little stars. And it should say edit appearance. Now you do have a couple. This is where I said the detail on this game really fucking eats. It does not play. Inzoi did not come to play with the fucking details. Let me tell y'all that. It did not come to play. It came to bash us over the head with as much detail as we could possibly get in a base game. So, you do have different ways that you can have your steps look. If you see, the steps are changing a little bit. I'm just going to leave them as is because I really came here to look at the underside. So, I'm going to take myself down so we can see a little bit more of what I mean by the underside. So you can see, like, right along the steps, these things are changing. You do have all these options to choose how you want it to look under here. Or you can just leave it empty. You can make it baseless. So you can leave that as is. And then right beneath that, you have this stair wall. Do you want it to be, like, fur-filled? Do you want it to be fur-filled under here? You want it to be filled in? You can do that. Or, like I said, if you want to leave space to put stuff under here, you can do that as well. Like I said, you just have to be mindful of that yellow bar. If the steps turn yellow, that means that shit is going to disappear. So for me, I'm going to leave it. Because I low-key want to put something under there. So I'm going to leave it right there. Just like that. But that's just to show you that you have those options to mess around with your steps. Excuse me. So let's go on up. I'm going to go back to our design tool. Or our build tool. Boom. Dion, you did not miss much. It's only been, well, it's been like 50 minutes. But this is what we've done so far. You just missed us doing the shell of the house. We just built this real quick. Went around, did that, put in the steps. And that's literally it. So, I'm weak. Start the live over. Do you have your game open, buddy? I told you I don't mind going back. I'll go back. I'll build one to the side. If you are still booting up, I will build another one to the side of this one to walk you through those steps too. I have no problem doing that. But from here, guys, for those that are still right here, we are going to do the next piece, which is let's create like another little hallway. So I'm going to have it like this. So we have our kitchen. Oh, you don't even have the game. I'm fucking weak. But, baby, I'm also going to put this on YouTube as well. So it'll be there. So let's do another little hallway. So this is going to be our entranceway, of course. You're going to see, we're going to put some stuff there. Like, we're not going to design, but we're going to drop some stuff in just so we can know where, where it's supposed to go. So I think I want to have this as the living room area. Or maybe just like a sitting room. So for my Mac, I'm using GeForce to play this on. It's a cloud streaming service that's $20 a month, and it allows you to play games that you normally can't. So I'm going to continue right here. I'm going to take this piece. I'm going to go over like a few blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over. I'm going to make this another little hallway. Click it there. Give it a nice little slant. And then I'm going to bring it to about... I'm actually going to go all the way over because I'm going to make this... I want to center... I'm going to block this off like this. So now I did this, but I'm gonna do it on the other side too. So I know I'm going through this shit fast. Hey MJ, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. You are now one of my Shugs. Cause we're gonna create that another entranceway. Now remember, we just click it to delete it. Click the wall to delete it. Or if you have your tool, hey, thanks for the gummy. Appreciate you, boo. Thanks, life. So yeah, I don't do anything to the terrain. So the terrain usually pops up once you place the house in the real world. I made that mistake of making grass on here because you can put your own grass around. But I noticed that when I was building the outside, sometimes it was too big or the lot was shaped different and it deleted all my work. So I said, fuck that. And I have never, after my first house, I have never designed the outside until I put the house down in the real world. Don't make the same mistake I did. I did that shit and I was like, oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. Devastated. Fucking stated. Oh, thanks for the GG's Q. Appreciate you. Thank you. So, we have our little cutoff. We have our little design. So this way, even though the house is a box, it does not look like it's a box when you get inside. This gives you some type of dimension. This gives you a different type of look and a different type of overall feel for the house. So now you can have this as like your entryway, your sitting room, your I don't know about y'all, but I know growing up, my mom, she had another living room that we could not sit in. That was for adults, or that was just her showroom basically. We didn't sit there unless there was an event, and even then, don't sit there long. Okay, go ahead now. But yes, we could not sit in there. So, and then I'm gonna have this be. Oh baby, no, we were dirt poor. I did not know that. Do you hear me? I did not know we were poor. That's so funny. That's a whole tale for another time. Did not know. My mama told me, she's like, you really did not know we were poor. She said, you used to come home and the lights were off. She said, Dietrich, we poor. I was like, what? I was like, I didn't know we were poor. What? I said, I know we went to bed hungry a few nights and the lights were off. She was like, yeah. Bitch, we were poor. I said, oh, okay, girl, my bad. My bad. You right. My bad, big dog. My bad. I understand now. Yeah, I really was. I didn't want for nothing. So I thought we were. I said we must be rich because I have a game system. I got clothes. We live in a house. I just knew we had money. Poor as fuck. But but yeah, so this is our kitchen. This is the entryway. This is going to be the little sitting room. This is going to be the half bath. And this is going to be the living room. So you don't have to have this be a big ass, gigantic fucking living room if you don't want to. You can definitely add another wall here and make this into something else. Maybe like a study area. Matter of fact, my brain is gone. So I'm going to divide this. We're going to do just like this. Boom. And I'm going to do it here. So now, right from the kitchen, this is going to be, I'm going to put like a little study here. And this is going to be the living room. And this is going to be either I'm going to have a table over here, like a dining room, or this is going to be a massive ass kitchen with a dining room over here. So we'll see as we're going. So now, if you've done it like this, we're going to start doing what I call like my pre-planning or my planning. Excuse me. So this is where I decide where I'm going to put my stuff. So in the left-hand column, you're going to click on the little furniture shit. It should say furniture at the top left, next to the build. Next to building. So this is where you can keep yourself on track like I do. So for me, since I know what I'm going to have, so I like to throw in a piece of furniture in each section so I know what I'm putting down. I know what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what it's going to be. I know what it's going to hit for. Okay? And that's crazy because I used to pay, I was one to like, I would understand, like, I understood like paying bills. I understood like paying the light bill. I understood how to go pay for the water. So I would do that. But I never thought nothing like that. Hey, the Melon and Simmer, welcome in. So clearly this is gonna be my kitchen. I'm gonna throw my kitchen over here. I'm gonna throw my table over there. So I'm in my, my fridge. I'm also gonna put a table here because remember I said I had an idea if I might want that to be the table. I might want this to be the dining area. But I also said the same thing here. So I'm gonna put another table over here so I know that this may be another dining area or it may be the dining area. So that's a thing. So now I said I was gonna make this like a little study, just a little just enough for them to have a place to study. So I'm gonna go up here to the home office section. There are some arches. There are some archways in here somewhere. But where is it? I think it's right under the doors. It's somewhere in here. I've seen them. They do have arches. I just don't use them. That's something I have not incorporated into any of my builds yet. So I'm gonna go to the home office section. It's actually titled home office. I'm gonna grab a desk and I'm just gonna put it over here in the corner. Actually, I'll make sure I grab a desk and a computer because sometimes I use desks for other things on this game. Excuse me. I'll create like a beauty desk, not a vanity. Just like this is a. I kind of think of it as like a storage. Like this is where I store all my beauty products. So boom. Okay, same. I was like, oh Lord, I forgot to pay my light bill. So that is real. First of all, that's some real shit. I'm gonna put in, cause I'm probably gonna put a sectional in this house. I'm gonna put in a sectional here. Actually, I'm gonna turn this shit around because I already know how I want the layout for this living room to be. I'm gonna put the sectional here, and I'm gonna put this TV on the wall, so I can know, you know, this is what I was originally going for. Put my TV right up here. So boom, now I have pretty much my layout for the downstairs, and it's already planned out. So now all I have to do is come back in here and flush it out and actually, you know, make this shit pop, make this shit happen. So then I did say another sitting area. So I think I'm actually gonna make a fireplace right here. I'm gonna do this as a fireplace. We're just gonna be chilling over here. So I had the fireplace here. I'm gonna throw in a couch. Another, like I said, another little area. I'm gonna make sure I leave enough room to walk. So the Zoys, they don't really get stuck behind items. Thank y'all for 6K likes. So you can put shit kind of close, and they'll still be able to squeeze behind there and do whatever they need to do. So if you wanted to make your living area, your space a little tighter, you can do that. Hey Vic, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. So I'm just gonna throw a couch there. And May, I appreciate that. That means I have grown. I have grown. That's what that's telling me. I have grown. That's what's up. Because I definitely was not this fast. Definitely was not this fast. At all. So I just want to rotate that. I am well. Today we are doing a little building tutorial because I know this is something that is needed for Inzoi, and I love to teach. So I love to help where I can. So I want to show y'all something. I have another little tip and trick. I'm going to go down so we can look at the couches. So you see how I was trying to turn the couch right and it kept popping up red? Like it wasn't letting me rotate it. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to hit the move and rotate. Now you can rotate it by grabbing this, or you can just rotate it yourself by using C and Z. But I'm going to grab it. So while it's red, if you're on Mac, you hit the options button and you'll be able to place it. If you're on PC, I think it's Alt, and then you'll be able to place it. Just like that. You can do the same thing with this one. So this is how, as if you may go through some of my stuff on Canvas or download any of my houses, you see that I have some stuff that looks kind of weird or looks a little different because I combine certain things like this to give it a different look. Now this ain't gonna make sense, but I'll combine some shit real quick. That part does not have to be accessible. I don't need you to sit there. I just need it to look like what I want it to look like, and that's it. So I do that shit a lot on both The Sims and Inzoi. So I would do something like this. I would rotate it. Say if I wanted just this arm of this couch or this piece of the couch or this little chair to look a little different. I would slide this shit right in here and boom. Makes no sense, but on the objects that I do that have them make sense, you'll understand what I'm doing, and they'll still be able to sit there. So most of the time, your Zord still will be able to sit in these places, so you don't have to worry about that. But also another tool that I've recently learned about, at the top, you see that magnet at the very top of the screen. That's called a snapping tool. So what that does, for those that aren't familiar, is you see how this is just snapping and popping into certain spots, and it's not letting me put it. I'm not. I love the detail and the build on this more than I do love the Sims. I do. This is superior to me. But you see how this is snapping, like it's just popping in these certain spots. If you turn off that snapping tool, it is just going to slide around like butter, and you can just put it anywhere that you want. You don't have to worry about it being stuck directly to the grid. You can just slide it around. Now that's not the same as the option tool. If you do hold option or alt with the snapping tool on, it's still going to pop in, but you have to place it. But this, it's just going to slide even better. So this is a great option. I do like to use that. But another thing to note is if you're holding an option and your snapping tool is still off, you can do a more precise rotation. So I have pressed C like 20 times just now. I don't know if y'all can hear me clicking it. Now I'm pressing Z to go back the other way. But this is a more precise tool. You can't hold it to make it go. You can just tap it. This gives you precision on how you want your object to rotate and where you want it to be placed. Now if I do want to place it here, I will just hit the option tool. I will just hit options or alt and boom. So that was, just wanted to share that because that's a neat little thing that I learned probably 3 weeks ago. Never played around with that tool. I do recommend y'all playing around with y'all tools, figure out what everything can do. So this area, I know what I will put over here. I'm just gonna throw a plant over here because this, I'm gonna make this like a little, y'all know I love a plant. I'm gonna make this a little plant area. So I'll just leave this corner for plants and random decorations. And then I'm gonna throw a picture on the wall. Oh, that's what's up. I'm glad you are excited, boo. I'm glad. Because building doesn't have to be scary on here. Boom. So I'm going to throw that picture up. And while I have this picture up, I'm going to show y'all another neat little trick. Actually, I'm going to use two pictures for example. This is something I discovered early on, like when I first started playing this game. So, let's say I wanted to switch the paintings. Like, I want this to be the cactus and this to be the people kissing. So I will click on the little paint tool, and it's going to open up the picture section. So in the picture section, I would go scroll until I see those people. Now, if you got stuff from Canvas, you can use any other paintings or textures that you downloaded from Canvas to put in here. Shy, good morning, boo. Welcome in. Welcome in, Shug. So I'm going to see if I can go find those people. Oop, I'll scroll right past them. So boom, now we have the people over here. So I want to switch this one to the cactus. So I'm going to click on this painting. Oh, thank you for the heart me, boo. Thank you for the heart me. And Vic, thank you for the roses. Queen, thank you for the heart me. L Enchanted, thank you for the roses. I am on YouTube, but I'm going to upload this to YouTube afterwards. The YouTube is in my bio, but there's nothing on my YouTube except for shorts right now. How y'all doing today? Thank you for the GGs, boo. So now I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to change that to the cactus. So, I think it was a cactus. But I did that to show y'all that you can switch out any fucking paintings to any size frame that you would like. So that was a big thing for me, because sometimes the shit on the Sims would be a little too big or it'd be too small. So this is where I be talking like the detail on Inzoi really goes crazy, because what? And thank you for the popular vote, queen. And for the rose, and for the GG. But yes, this is a neat little thing that you can do. Oh, you are so welcome. I'm going to put this up there. I'm going to put this up there too. Oh, how did I do that? Okay, 1 second. Told you, I don't mind going back. Just let me know. Just let me know. All right, so we're going to click on them. I'm going to switch these back. Yeah, I sure can. So I'm going to switch right on the painting. I'm going to start with the cactus. Let's make the cactus the people again. So we're going to click on the cactus. We're going to hit the paint tool. And now we are going to go find a picture of the people. So right beside like your properties, this is something you can play around with too. I'm gonna show you that in a second. You're just gonna click it. Boom. Yeah, I'm gonna post this whole live actually to YouTube. I just need to edit it, so it's gonna take a minute. And I'm telling you, this is gonna help your house. So while we are here, so you see these properties. Don't leave this, please. Don't click out of this, please. You see these properties here? You can change how you want it to look. Do you want it to have a little gloss behind it? Do you want to make it look a little more like glass? Hey, Judah, thanks for the follow. Sabrina, thanks for the follow. You are both now my Shugs. I appreciate y'all. You can change the gloss to give it that little extra to make it look like a little bit more. Oh, baby, Shy, I got you. And when you do get Inzoi, Shy, you are one of my elite Shugs. We can definitely have a one-on-one session if you need it, if you want to do so. We can go live one-on-one, and we can do that. You are an elite Shug, so you get that. If you ever needed it, just let me know, and I'll make it happen. And then you can even change your pattern scale. You are so welcome. Meaning, you can change how you want your pictures to look. If I wanted to just show this piece, I can do that. So I do this in some of my houses. Bet D, I got you, boo. I got you. Or you can do multiple. So outside of this, you can even change the horizontal and the vertical positions. So if I wanted it to slide over some more, you can do that. If you wanted to slide up, you can do that. So I think this shit goes fucking crazy. Like, this shit goes fucking crazy. I'm not gonna hold y'all. That is, this was, hey, thank you for 7.2K likes. This was one of the things that really stood out to me because I did it by complete fucking mistake. And I was like, wait, did I just change the picture? Bitch, 8. So then I'm just gonna hit OK. And now we're gonna change this one to the cactus by clicking on it. Clicking on that little paintbrush, and put the cactus over here. And you can do the same thing to the cactus. Slide that bitch all around. Slide it up, slide it down. Can you make the painting be a mural? So they do have murals on Canvas, which is like their version of the gallery that you can download to make. So you can actually change the color of it too by clicking on, going back to the picture, making sure that your select tool on the left, where under says the name, gray horizontal frame, you want to make sure you are in picture, and you can change that color too. So you can kind of create it like that, and you can combine pictures by just putting another one and kind of sliding over top. But they definitely have murals and stuff on Canvas already that you can use to just put up. Yeah, that is really neat. All right, y'all. So we have our layout. So first of all, yeah, you can change the color. So it's not going to change the color of the, it's going to change the whole entire color of the painting. So let me go back to that real quick. So I can, ooh, I hate being in the default camera. When I'm in that default camera and I fuck around and forget which one I'm in, it's a headache. It's a fucking headache. So you can do this. It'll change the whole entire picture itself. Like the background and stuff. So it won't change the cactus and the cacti individually. All right, so let me go back out of here. So now, first of all, if you all have made it this far, shit, even if you put up a fucking wall in this house, you need to give yourself a pat on the back. Because this ain't something that was easy. This is not something that was like, you could just, not everybody could just do. Like, it takes some time. It took some time of playing around. So if you got this, congratulations, Nikki. Congratulations. We got far. We got really far. Like, you are basically done with your house. So now that we have this, there we go. Let's put in some windows. Let's put in some windows. You might have noticed we didn't add a motherfucking window in here. We don't have not nail window in this house. Not nail one. So I'm going to go to the front of the house. Now you can do whatever you want with your windows. Yes, I'm so glad I could help. So your windows. If you go back to the top left corner, click on your building. And we're going to click on the window as I click on the fucking door. So then you can see which windows can go where. Like this one is clearly too big. It'll say the size of the window too, that you can put where. So I'm going to use some windows that I don't normally use. No, V, I got you, boo. I promise you, we can make this so much easier, and you will have so much fun with the build mode. So I haven't really used this window right here. I have not really used this window, so I'm going to use this one. Mind you, this is the kitchen. So let me just, and if you hold shift, you can duplicate the item. So I'm just going to do a line of windows going right down the house. And they don't have to be perfectly spaced out right now. Y'all know me, I'm low-key a perfectionist, and I will go back and edit these bitches to make sure they stick. So I'm actually going to put one here. Then I'm going to come down here, click it, hit my move tool. So here's a good thing to note. So if you have your windows up, click on a window and look at your move tool that pop up. You have a couple different options. Honestly, truly. Honestly, truly. I've been saying it. I'm going to say it again. Let me get my speech. EA, if you're listening to me, baby, this is what I need you to do. I need one of your developers to play Inzoi. Okay? Learn from this game. Learn from your competitor. Study your competitor, please. And that is all. That is what I need them to do. Because I want The Sims to be just as great. I need The Sims to keep growing because Sims is a great game. I love it. Love it down. But yes, learn from them. Learn. So, thank you, Dion. So, click on your thingy. Click on your window. And you're going to see 3 options. There's your rotate, which really doesn't matter on the window for me. Then you have your circle, which you can just slide it around. But what I use to get a little more precision of where I want to place my window is I use the arrow so I can make sure, one, you see I can't move the arrow but left and right. I can't move it but left and right after clicking on the arrow. So I can get it in the same line as my other windows. And you can do the same thing with the up and down. You can't go side to side. You can only go up and down. So this is a great thing so you can make sure all your stuff is in a line, and it'll definitely help you out. But also, I still have my snapping tool off. So if I turn my snapping tool on, the window is now going to pop up to the next grid. So this is why I usually turn my snapping tool off when I'm building, so that way I can do what I want with the item. You know what I'm saying? Hey, International Geechee, welcome in. Thank you for becoming one of my Shugs. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. I got you. I got you, Shy. I got you. So, boom. There we have some windows. And now, I want to show y'all this, because this is a really great. The split screen for my stream. I'm using Streamlabs. So if you have a PC, so that's another little live tutorial I want to host, is how to actually stream and how to go live and stuff. Yeah, I'm using Streamlabs, but if you have like a PC, you can use the TikTok Live Studio, and it's very easy to use. It is basically set up for you. It's pretty straightforward, and it'll show you where to put your items so that they show on the screen. Very helpful. TikTok, pay me. Thanks. Appreciate that. So now I'm going to show you my little thing with lighting. So I'm just going to throw in a light here. So this is what I recommend if you are doing lighting in your house, or if you want to see how your light looks. So it's not showing on my screen, but on y'all's. And on the top right corner, you'll see the sun and the moon. You're going to see the sun and the moon in the top right corner. Now, when I'm thinking about lighting for my house, I turn that sun off. Go to bed, sun. So you can see how the lighting looks. So the lighting is my number 2. That's my second favorite thing about this game overall. The number 1 is detail. Number 2 is the lighting. The lighting eats, like the natural lighting, the sun lighting. So this way you can see how much of the room is actually going to be covered by that light. So that way, if you have your sun on, you got your windows open, you're getting a lot of that natural light. But turn that light off so you can see, because I made my first house was kind of dark because I did not do this. I didn't think about doing this. But also, in that same breath, hey Les, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Thanks for becoming one of my Shugs. The mods are supposed to be coming in June. They were supposed to be here at the end of May. So they pushed it back. So I'm hoping. Thank y'all for 8K likes. So I'm hoping either by mid June or earlier in June. Like, please give it to us. Please show it to me. So then here's my other thing with lighting. Sorry, y'all. Here's my other thing with lighting. You want to click on the light, right? Click on your light fixture. This is so dope. Y'all know I love making mood lights. Those that have used any of my houses or have seen me build, y'all know I love a good old nasty mood light. So click on your paint tool, your little paintbrush here, and now you're gonna see you have options. Down in the bottom left, it's gonna say main, light bulb, and this one actually shows the exterior. So let's click on our light bulb. You're gonna see brightness property. You can dim your light, or you can brighten it. But you can also make a mood light by choosing a color. This is why I like to do my lighting in the dark, so to speak. So I can choose what color I want to show. So if you want to give your room a vibe, you can definitely do that. If you want to tone down your vibe, you can take the brightness down too. Like, you have options. And yes, you can change the ceiling. And since I'm in here, I'm actually going to click on the ceiling since that's showing as well. So yeah, you have the option with your lighting to create your scene. Now note this, that if your house is looking a little yellow, most of the light bulbs on this game are set to like that yellowish light. But I come over here and scroll that shit straight on over to make it white. Now, speaking of scrolling in the colors, now mind you, those that know, this is my favorite way to get the same color. If you're having an issue like having everything be the same color in your house, like you want one specific red, and you found that specific red that you like so much, but you can't match it when you go to another color, just go back to the item that you have that red on. If we're all still here, you're going to click this plus. This is going to add that color swatch. And now any item that you click on, you're able to just click that color swatch and just change it. Just like that. Straightforward, nothing added, nothing extra, and it's going to stay. But just note that I know for myself, since I'm on GeForce, I think Booster World is the same. That once you leave out of your game session for the day, your color swatches are gone, and you'll just have to add them back. Thank you. Thank you, Dion. But yeah, you can just add that color and boom. So you can add, I think, up to 9. So I'm going to add a red, just because I was talking about the red. So I'm going to add this blood red. Boom. But now I want to go back to my white. Boom. That simple. Then I'll just hit OK. So, and then speaking of the ceiling, as you can see, the ceiling is now, if you go down, your ceiling is here. And it's going to show you how much of your ceiling that is going to be attached to. So anything that the walls, if I don't have an enclosed room, it's going to cover the entire ceiling. Oh, yeah. Yeah, May, just remind me in a few moments, and I'll show you how to do, actually, I can show you how to do the invisible ceiling right now. Because I'm actually going to show y'all my glass wall joint. So, you can change the color of your ceiling. So, mind you, they give you these ceiling right here. You see ceilings? You can choose how you want your ceiling to look. I'm going to turn off the grid real quick because that kind of fucks me up with the ceiling. And you can see how, you have your different ceiling colors, different textures, and you can change the ceiling color to be whatever you want. So I'm going to use this little crumple ceiling. And you can change the color of your ceiling too. So I'm just going to leave mine white. I'm going to leave my ceiling white. That's going to be that for that. But also, my favorite things to do, I have been doing like glass ceilings or invisible ceilings, if you will. So right here under your effects, you can even throw a video up that bitch and have something like that. I don't know why you will ever use that, but I'm pretty sure I can create something one day that'll make it make sense. But you do have the glass effect where you can just put the glass up there. Now, I do this over some of my beds. I did it over my girl BBL Sasha's bedroom and in her bathroom to create a little sense of luxury and give her moment. So you can use these glass tiles to change how you want your ceiling to look too. But I'm just going to go back to white. And not that one. We're going to go back to this one. And I'm going to turn my grid back on. Alright, so I'm going to turn I'm going to make it daytime again. Because I want to show y'all what I had planned for this area. So you come the fuck here. Honestly, I love the build mode on here. So I told you I've done a glass wall. So right here, we're gonna use this one to practice. Because I actually am going to make. Actually, that's a lie. I'm going to make this one. So this is going to be the glass wall. But we're going to use this one to practice because I want to show you how you can make a how you can make a unique wall. How you can make a unique wall. So let's all click on this bigger wall here. Hit that little paintbrush. So now you see when I click on something, the whole wall is the whole wall is highlighted. You see that blue outline? That little blue outline. That whole wall is highlighted. So no matter what I click, that whole entire wall is going to change. And let's say you don't want to change that whole entire wall. Like, bitch, I just wanted one piece of the wall to look different. So what you're going to do is, next to OK, on that line where the paintbrush is at, you're going to have like a plus. It says add, and you're going to have remove selection. So what we're going to do is click on remove selection. This is how I got my first glass wall. Sean, welcome and good morning, boo. You're going to just go over here and take out the pieces that you don't want to change. So I don't want this spot to change, and I don't want this spot to change. So that way, anything in that blue, you see those blue highlights that are still there? Anything that has that blue highlight is going to change when I click on something else. It's going to change. When I click on something else, it's going to change. When I click on something else. So that's a way that you can create a different look for your wall, give your house a little more personality. Now let's say if you wanted to add some more backlight. I didn't want this section to be so small. So let's click on our plus tool, and we're going to add it back. So now more of the section has that blue highlight, which means it's going to change. When you click on something else, it's going to change. And you can still change the color. You can still change the color. No matter what you do, this area, the ones that are not highlighted, are going to stay that same color. So just know that's an option that you have. It is a very fun option. I love to play around with it. But just be mindful. If you have everything in the house one color and you just want this to be different, so choose a color that you want first. Like, for example, what I mean by that is, let's say I want to use this wallpaper here, but I want it white. But I don't want the entire wall to show that color. So I want this to stay the same, and I want this to stay the same. But I want the rest of the wall to be glass. So you just have to lay down the color that you actually want to use first, then go and minimize it. I do feel like this is an advanced technique. I do, but this is a technique I feel like that y'all will actually use and have fun with. It's fun to play around with that. It is. It's so much fun to play around with that tool. It is a game changer. It elevates the house to me. It gives it a little more flair. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't think we can do that in The Sims because I am gonna build on The Sims after this. I don't think we can do that on The Sims at all. It is what it is. But so for this, I'm going to click on this wall. This is the wall I actually want it to be glass. But since it's already just one little wall, I'm not going to change nothing. I'm just going to put up my glass. And you do have different options of glass that you can use. I'm going to use the more see-through one. The one that looks like it's not there. It looks like you can just walk through it. And I'm going to hit OK. So now we have a glass wall. But for me, sometimes I don't like to see this little piece right here. You see how you can see the wall through the glass? This is where I bring in my columns. I love me a good column. I love me a good pillar. I love me a good fixture. It makes the house have a little more dimension, a little more personality. So if y'all want to add this, in that top left corner of your screen where the box is at, we're going to click back on building. Okay, and once we get to building, you're going to look for this little column right here next to the ladder. We're going to click on that column, that pillar. So I'm just going to go grab one of my pillars. I'm going to grab the little wooden one. And I'm going to hold option, right? I'm going to hold option. So I can slide that right into the wall. So that way it is filling in that space. You know, that see-through joint. It's filling in that so we can see this instead of that white wall. So boop, straight like that, straight like that. So I'm gonna actually change it to black. Straight like this. I'm gonna actually go ahead and save that black swatch because I probably use that in this house more often. Straight like that. So now it looks more of a thing versus just, oh, is that a little, what is that, a wall? What is that? Kind of walk through there. Now it looks like something. It looks like something to me. It looks like it was actually made in the house. It looks a little more real for me. So I enjoy that. So that's one of my favorite tricks, one of my favorite details. But now that we spent all that time down here, let's go upstairs. Actually, I forgot. Hold on, y'all. I forgot about the bathroom. Let me throw in a let me throw in a toilet so I know that this is the bathroom. So boom, we know that's the bathroom. So fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, this girl I used to work with used to say that all the time. I hope she's doing well. So now let's go upstairs. So are we all upstairs? Did everybody make it through that? Are we doing okay? Do we need a break? How are we doing? How are we doing? Where are we at? Y'all got y'all water? Or y'all coffee? Or y'all tea? Or some juice? How are we doing? We good? I'm weak. I'm still at the wall making. You know what? You want me to do it again for you? Because we can do it right with this wall. So let's go back to this wall. Okay, yeah, like I told you, let me know. Did you get the wall to be glass? Okay, I got you. I'm gonna hope to get that YouTube video up today. Today. Sometimes these lives do take a little while to download, so that kind of is what it is. You know, yeah, yeah. So while we do that, you notice I ain't do no floor yet, and I ain't. I'm not doing a floor yet. That's a whole other deal. Okay, so okay? You over there eating? You're over there eating the walls down, LB. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. Bathroom. Let me make sure you can slide under here, cause I'm not putting this under here. But bitch, I just need to see. Can a couch fit under here? Kinda. Ooh. No, my Mac is I don't know because I have an iMac. It is really quiet. Cause with GeForce, nothing is running from your system itself except for the app. Like the game, if you're using GeForce, the games are running on a virtual computer. So like, I can't add any of my own 3D stuff in this game because it doesn't have access to my Mac. There's no access to my Mac. So if I do go to try to add something, which I have, it's gonna force close because the settings are like, bitch, no, immediately. It's gonna force close. But my Mac is really quiet. I don't know if it's like I said, I don't know if it's because it's the iMac, but only thing I hear is my actual fan that I have running in my room. That's about it. Other than that, it's nothing. So I appreciate that. So I'm just gonna go upstairs and wait a second. This is really not a big house for real for real. I mean, it's big, but it's not like huge. Well, run what you mean, like run the game itself or run GeForce? Because if you have a Mac, you can't run this game by itself. It's not out for Mac. I don't know if they're ever going to make it for Mac, which I hope they do. Even if they do, I don't think my Mac is going to be able to run it. Just because I don't think it's like a high quality Mac. You know, I don't think it's like top notch or like. We didn't do any flooring. We didn't. But now we can. So before we go upstairs, let's click on the floor. So as you see, I'm looking at the floor right now, and you see this white highlight? That means it's going to change the entire floor. The entire floor is going to change. The only floor that's not going to change is the floor that's walled off, which is this one. Remember, if your walls are not connected, and it doesn't make a room, then that whole floor is going to show up. So like for this doorway, I'll show you what I mean. Right now, the entire floor, the kitchen, the living room, everything is going to change if we change the floor here. So I'm going to show you what I mean. So if I divide this off, this is now its own room, so it can have its own floor. Whereas if I go out here, everything is going to change. And when I say everything, if I make all of my floors in this house wood, they're all going to change because the walls are open. So the game is thinking that it's all one big ass room and we're going to change all your floors. Now you can change your tiles individually. That is a lot of motherfucking work. I have done it. It is a lot of work because I wanted to know what it would be like to do it. I know curiosity killed the cat. But I wanted to know what it would be like to do it. And see, now this one is different. But, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and take it back and take it down. And we're going to change the whole floor. Actually, I'm going to put a wall back up because I do like my kitchen to be tile. I am an old lady when it comes to that, as I've been called. I do like my kitchen to be tile. And I want, as soon as you walk right here, right to this point, is when the kitchen is going to start. So now that I walled off my kitchen, the game recognizes the kitchen as its own room. So I am joined to see my husband. I'm happy. I'm happy. So I'm going to put some tile. I'm just going to make it white. Some whitish tile in my kitchen. So boom. Now my kitchen has its own thing. But I'm going to leave that wall up for now. So that way when I change these floors, it's not going to change my kitchen as well. Because the moment you take down a wall and start to change something, the game is going to recognize that as one big ass room and it's going to change your floors. Hey, Black, welcome in. Sierra, welcome in. Keisha, welcome in. Aketsia, welcome in. Wando, welcome in. Juan Dominico, welcome in. Josie, Ahosi, welcome in. So, and then if I'm pronouncing somebody's name wrong, tell me. Don't have me out here ignorant in these streets. I don't want to be that person. So for me, I think I'm going to make, save. You're absolutely right. I will save, babe. So that's another thing is you can save your preset at any time. My game is set to save every 15 minutes because that is an option that you can do on Inzoi. But I'm going to go ahead and save right now just in case. Now, I will say this. What I have noticed with GeForce is I have had the power has turned off. Like somebody ran into some shit. Hope they're okay. The power has cut out. Boom. Cool. Power cut out. Mac turned off. But GeForce kept me in the exact same spot. When I say the exact same spot, when my power came back on and I opened up GeForce, it resumed to the exact same thing I was doing. So I think that is a pretty fucking neat feature. I don't know if that's just like a GeForce thing or if all the services do that, but it's the first one I noticed. This is the TikTok Live house. But yeah, that's something that's cool. But you can go ahead and save your preset. Then once you save your preset, it's going to show up in that left column right there for you. But now that I have changed that floor, I'm going to go ahead and delete that wall. Bitch, put it back. Do not play with me. No. Hold on. Do I need to make another wall around this? So let me do this. Because Do not play with me. I can't believe we just did that. I'm devastated. So you tell me I'm gonna have to build a door. Let's find out. Let's find out if this is gonna work. Or is it gonna change my whole thing? Wait, way to gag me. Way to gag me. So I am going to put a fucking door. Because, bitch, I will not have my wall change. I would not have these walls change on me. Not like that. Ew, I don't want a door. I'll just do a doorway. That is disgusting. I wanted to have this massive ass entrance. But I'm not going to change this floor individually. So, boom. That's one thing to note. That it took it down. Yeah, you can raise the kitchen. So, as long as you have your wall... As long as you have it like you see how mine is looking like a room. It looks like it's its own room. So you can raise the kitchen. So you can click on the floor. Click on move, rotate, scale. And it's going to give you this block. Let me rotate so you can see it. It's going to give you this block. And you can just take it up. Now, I can't remember exactly how many steps up you can. Let me see if we do this. Ah, LB, you might have saved me. Because I was going to throw this shit out the window. So if you raise the platform, you raise it, it's not going to recognize it. It's still going to keep it separate when you delete that wall. So thank you for that suggestion. Appreciate it. So as you see, my windows disappeared because they were too big to match the raise. So the match the rise of the kitchen. So the windows are gone, and I would just have to add those back. But more importantly, we got that. So it lets you keep the flooring as long as it's a different level. Period. All right. So now let's head upstairs. Now I'm gonna tell you when I go to the Sims and show a build, oh baby, it's basic. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a basic ass builder on the Sims. I don't know shit. I know how to make a wall though. That's it. So now. Remember when we were downstairs and I showed you all the different heights of the walls, right? And I told y'all that if y'all use a different height, it's going to auto-adjust on that same level, like this. If I put this here and try to build something, it auto-adjusted to being, that standard height. However, if you are upstairs on your next floor, you are able to build a higher wall. But just know this, the same rules apply to downstairs. So if I wanted to make the upstairs, like my ceilings be fucking massive, be really high ceilings, and I wanted a different wall, you can't do a different height. You cannot do a different height. The heights have to be the same. If they're touching, they have to be the same height. So for this, I want to make my upstairs have higher ceilings. So that way I can do bigger windows. This is something I wanted to try anyway. Not gonna hold y'all. I've done it, but I haven't done it to this magnitude. So I'm gonna build tall walls, very high. Excuse me, all the way around. Now the neat thing, you see how I'm pulling this? You can still drag, so that when you left click and hold it, you can still drag your screen. So you can drag it right on over with it versus just clicking and then dragging it that way. I can just pull it over. I think that is very neat. So, and here's something to note. That wall ain't connected. This wall right here, bitch, I knew you won't connect it. How I knew you won't connect it is because I can see the light coming through it. So now it's connected. So now we have our upstairs with our extremely high ceilings. And then you have your steps just sitting here. Now watch this. So you won't be able to do this to make the step have a thing. You still need to use the tall wall that you just used to make sure you leave a little space too. Because if you do this, it might delete your steps. Let's see. It might delete your steps. Okay, so that one did not delete my steps. So cool. I have this wall right on my steps. Because I don't want my steps to I don't want it to be a hole in the ground. What place do you know that you have steps in the house and you can fall right through them? There's nothing stopping you from falling over the steps. So let's put something here to stop us from falling over the steps. So I'm going to click on this wall that we just built around the steps. And then I'm going to change the wall height. So this is a different one. Well, sorry, we're going to change the wall type. This is different. This is going to give it that little railing, that little half wall joint that is usually on most steps. So you can do the same thing to this wall. Or if you wanted to just use railing itself, you can go back, click the other one that says change the handrail, and you can do it that way too. So you do have a few different options, or you can just leave a really tall wall. It kind of depends on what you want. So for me, I'm going to leave it like this. I'm going to leave it like this. And if you didn't want this to show, you can just build around the wall some more. So if you are like myself, where I don't actually like to see that, I do take it out a little bit right here. I will take this part out, and I will go around just a little bit so that handle is not showing. Or I will leave it like this, so that the handle is showing, but it's not, inside of my wall. Oh, I didn't mean to leave you a column, babe. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to leave you up there. Even though it does look pretty neat, let's go ahead and change it all back. Thank you. So now we have it looking like this. So you can see where my steps are starting. You can see what's going on over here. You see that these are steps. Or like I said, even if you don't like that, you can still change that too. You can still change that to be whatever you want it to be. Shit, you can take that off for real and just leave a fucking hole in the ground. Really up to you. Alright, so now let's do the layout for up here. You can have your layout looking however you want. So, but I'm still going to put a hallway. So I'm going to make a long ass hallway. Just because there's not going to be nothing up here for real. I'm going to put maybe a bedroom or two. Probably one. Because I want the hallway to be so long and drawn out. Not necessarily like a maze, but like a maze. And then, y'all know I love a diagonal. So, boom. So, I want my hallway to be long and drawn out. This is just going to be windows and pictures. Windows, pictures, and plants all down this hallway. So, now, I'm actually going to change this wall right here back. Because I have a vision. I actually have a vision. They're both going to change. I'm going to change them back. Because this is also going to be the bedroom. So what I'm going to do for this is my bedroom is going to have a different shape. So this will be the bathroom. Come on, bitch. Is you tricking or what? And then this is going to be the bedroom. So now I just have to make sure I can connect this diagonal wall to something. Usually, with the diagonal wall, you need to make it straight again to connect it to the wall. To connect it to a wall. Because the diagonals won't connect. So I'm going to do that. So now the house has a little more dimension. It tells a little story to it. It has a little bit more going on. That's definitely optional. So up here, we're just going to have a bathroom, the master bathroom, and a singular bedroom. Now we do have it shaped different. So if we did, so what I would actually do for this room, since I'm the only one up here. I'm the only bitch in this room. This is me. This is all me up in here. And if I wanted a window, I would actually switch the sides. I would actually take this. I would switch the way these are. So I would put the bathroom here. Put my bedroom on this side so I can still have this shape. But I'm not going to worry about a window for my bedroom. What I'm going to do is make a whole glass wall, basically. So that way I can at least see out the window that I'm going to place here. And I'm going to show you what I mean. Because, baby, if I'm the only one living up here, if it's just a one-bedroom house, I know who's going to be upstairs. You know what I'm saying? In my real-life house, If I had a 1 bedroom house and it was like this, bitch, I know who's up my steps. I know who's up my steps. I know who's up there. Should nobody be up there but me. And if you are up there, there's a problem. I didn't invite you, bitch. I did not invite you up these steps. What are you doing in this house? So I'm going to do it just like this. So boom, boom, boom. Oh, you don't have a window in your bedroom? No, but I have a whole house. What about it? What about it? So now I'm going to do the same thing we did downstairs. I'm just going to have my glass going from here to here, basically the same width of the windows. I'm going to hit the little paintbrush tool, go over into my minimize, and I'm going to take out the pieces that I don't want to change. Yeah, make a rooftop patio off the bedroom. Oh. Okay, so you want the rooftop patio, so you want the bedroom to have the steps to access the patio? Or put those steps here? Yeah, let's try that. Let's see. So let me change, first of all, let me change the room. Let me just pick a color for the entire room first. So that way when I change the wall, my room color doesn't change. And we're going to have this room black. I want to have this room black. Ooh. Maybe, there's a pattern I wanted. That looks like space. That looks cool. Let me see. And you can change the pattern scale of your wallpaper too. You don't have to have it all small or all big. You can play around with it, change it how you want it. So I think I'm just going to keep it all black. I'm going to keep it all black. And now I'm going to put that glass wall here. So I'm going to hit my minimize tool. Get out of the way. Thank you. So I can get it how I want it. Let me go down so I can be a little more aligned with the window. Get out the way. There we go. And now, boom. Now we have our glass wall so we can get some of that natural sunlight into the room. So you said, LB, you said, could you also make a rooftop patio off of the bedroom? So what my brain is saying that you want to do is to make the steps be in the bedroom to the rooftop. If we can, question mark. Because is it going to be too much? Oh, it will be too much. So actually, I'm going to see if we can put them here. I told you, these steps be kind of iffy. They be a little iffy. Oh, put a door. Oh, yeah, you can, so your glass wall, you can still put doors in there. You can stick a door right there. You can still, so it's still going to function as a wall, and you'll be perfectly fine with that. Oh, I got you. I got you. And make the outer wall half wall or with fence to the balcony. Okay. So you want to do something like this. You can definitely do that. You can definitely do that. Now, it might be a little awkward since we can actually make the hallway. So how we can make this work, right? We can do this. We're going to take this and we're going to pull this out. Not to the ground, you bitch. We're going to pull this wall out. Right? So it's not going to change nothing downstairs. No, it's not. It's not. It's cool. I like these ideas. So let's watch this. So it's not going to change anything downstairs. If we pull it with the square, it won't change your downstairs. So I got what you're saying. Now we're going to put this wall back. Bitch, that's not what I meant. We're going to put this wall back. So boom, boom, boom. So now we have that wall back. So we have our little patio. So we can actually make this a little bigger. I feel like this extremely long patio would be kind of awkward to not be able to do nothing on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to pull it out again and make it a little more spacious. So now I can still put my windows and we will still have the access to the patio from the bedroom. So let me put my big windows back. You can go here and we'll put the door to the patio in the middle. My spacing is like whatever. We're gonna do a sliding door. They do have sliding doors down here at the bottom. They even have the jail door. So boom. So now you have your patio. So I'm gonna slide you over. And we're gonna slide this one over. One slide it down. Even though, I love like a I don't even know what to call it. I'm gonna call it step windows. Like the windows are kind of lined up like steps, like this. Hold on. Like that. So I'm gonna put another one because I did that. I did that going up the steps of one of my I built a loft, a tiny home loft. And I had the windows going up the steps like that. And I said, oh, bitch, I ate. I said I ate. I ate so bad. At least that's what I felt. So now I'm curious to see if I can make this one, if I can bring this down. Okay, if I bring that down, it's going to change all of it. So no. But we can just switch it to handrail. And then what I actually would do, I would leave this wall up to put like, like hanging shit on it, plants, whatever, some shelving, something for outdoor recreation. So I would do some shit like this. My brain was doing the thing. So I would leave this right up here just like this. Boom, boom, and I will put one here. So I can put some stuff out there too. But yeah, good idea, LB. Good idea. Like that. Yeah, honestly, even if we were to, like, you can still change this whole wall to glass. You can change this whole wall to glass and still have your windows. Because your walls, your glass walls, are still, at the end of the day, they're still walls. So you could definitely do this if you wanted to create this look and have it all glass. And, because I do like the idea of a glass house. And you can even do like a privacy window. If you wanted to put it where it's kind of foggy, you can do that. I've done that in one of my homes too. So now, excuse me. So then we have this. So y'all know I have to put my stuff up here, right? I have to put what I would want to go here so I remember what it is. So we are going to just throw a bed in here. And I think I already know how I would do it. I see a corner right over here that I would love to put my bed in. Matter of fact, I'm going to do something real quick. Y'all just walk with me. Let me get some more of that light over here. Thank you kindly. So, y'all know I love platforms. So I will platform this bed. I'm going to platform this whole bedding area. So let me put down my bed first to see exactly how far it goes. I'm going to actually turn my snapping tool back on because I want the bed to snap to the wall. Now I'm going to turn my snapping tool off again so I can do what the fuck I want. But I'm going to grab my wall tool and I want to platform most of this area in front of the bed, just not the door. So I'm going to platform this. And when I say platform this, I mean grabbing the floor tool, hitting that move, rotate, scale, grab the square, and we're just going to go up. I think it's 1 or 2 that they can walk up. But usually I'll test this in game before I put it on canvas. So now I'm just going to delete this tool. I'm going to delete this wall. And now we have our platform bed. So I think if you wanted to get real dramatic, because I told you I built manual steps. If I wanted to get real dramatic with this, I could. I would just have to build some steps right here to get up there. Now I do think these steps do connect in a way. They do a little bit, but they don't. It's see how that's just too much? It's just too fucking much. Like even this is cool, this is cute, but at the end of the day, I know for myself for some reason this did not work, and I had to build my own steps. And I don't know the joint behind that. So with that being said, I'm also going to move my door now. I'm going to slide this door right on over. Because if I am to build the manual steps to get up there, I want to make sure I have the space. You know? So I'm going to leave that like that for now. So we know we have our platform bed. And for me, I would definitely probably do something like this. I would probably put pillars around it to make the bed a little more fancier. So I would just do like some big black pillars. So here, oops. I can even do marble pillars. So here, as long as they can still walk past. So maybe just the two. So that my Inzoi still can walk. They still can walk around it, but I don't want it to block off the whole bed. So that's how the bedroom layout is going to go. And then as far as the bathroom, I'm just going to throw in a tub. So one thing about me, I love a bathroom with a tub in the middle. It just gives me fucking rich. It feels like very therapeutic, very relaxing. Mainly because with the tub in the middle, you can put like stuff around this, like your table. Maybe if you're having like your little snack tray, you can put shit down. I think that is so fucking dope. Thank y'all for 8.6K likes, 8.7K likes. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that there, and then this area, it's just gonna be a little walk-through area. So I'll probably throw like a bookshelf or some shit up here. You can come up here, you can chill out for a little bit. So I'll probably throw a little couch here. When I tell you, I literally just slam shit around the house. And then when I come back to actually do something with it, I'll determine what stays and what goes. So I know I wanted to have a bunch of windows along this wall. So we're going to go. My wall scale upstairs is so off from yours. Wait, what's going on with your wall scale? Is it Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's cool. What did you do for your floor plan? Like, is your do you have it laid out like this? Like you have your bedroom, bath, or did you flip it? Because I was originally gonna flip it. Dear Gray, how are you doing? Are you able to? Have you been able to follow along with the build, or have you? Where are you at with the build? Okay, a bitch is freezing. Turn this goddamn fan off. A ninja is freezing, real bad. Oh, your bathroom was way longer and narrow. You can freak that though. You can definitely freak that. Or if you want, like you can pull your wall out, if that helps. You just have a bedroom right now. Period. Hey, look. That's a start. You made it up. Y'all made it upstairs. Y'all made it upstairs. That's what's up. Stunner girl, welcome in. Y'all made it upstairs. That is what's up. That's what fucking matters. That we got upstairs. Successfully. And so far what I can tell y'all is everything in this house is functional. Except for the bedroom, because I don't have a way to get up there. But everything is functional. That's the part that's most important. Is because sometimes I'll be building and some things aren't functional. So with me having some type of experience of building, I can tell you right now that your house is functional. So I'm just gonna throw y'all up in here for now. I'm probably gonna change these windows for real. Oh, Crystal. So for me, Inzoi and Sims, they're apples and oranges. I will say there are things I like about each of the games. I play both. I play both. We're actually going to build on the Sims after this. I do play both, so there's no bias here. It's just that the Sims, your creativity is going to run a little more. There's a lot more mods, a lot more things to do. Inzoi is a baby, and it still needs time to grow. But base game, now I will say this: if we're going strictly on the base game alone, like I said, this could be the hottest of takes. I said this shit on my page, so it's staying there. Inzoi is eating Sims up real bad. Yikes! Not sorry. Inzoi is base game alone. Inzoi takes it for me. Love them both dearly. I do. But Inzoi is a baby. Inzoi still got to grow. Inzoi still has to grow. But when it is grown, this and the Sims are going to be going neck and neck. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. They're going to be neck and fucking neck. I play both. I have so much fun. Now that my Sims are working again, like after all the updates and stuff, since I play with mods, yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to get my coochie. Yeah. So let me add this another window for the bathroom. So you can go here, here, and there. Do I have a mod and CC list for the Sims? I don't. I don't actually. Maybe that's something I should do. One of my Shugs gave me such a great list of mods. So I guess, yeah, technically I do. Hell yeah. But I mainly use like Wicked Whims, Extreme Violence, Sacrificial mods, Hold It Up mods, Squabble Up by King Black Cinema. So fight mods. We fighting fucking and being dramatic. That's what we're doing. All right. So Gray, with your bed, did you need any help? Did you need me to go back and do something over to get to the next part, or you think you got it? Cause I'll fucking do it. I'll fucking do it right now. So our house is pretty much done. The last thing we need is a roof. And I'm learning roofs. I'm kind of ass. I made like my tiny home that I posted the other day. That roof ate the fuck down. Ate the fuck down. Oh, your platforms. Oh, you said they walk through them? Like the platform for the bed. Like this right here. They walk through them. That is weird. How tall are they? So I know if you do it like I'm gonna take it all the way down. If you go up one, that should be fine. They should be good to go on that one. I think two spots up is the maximum they can walk up. Okay, yeah, this would be like the maximum they can walk up. But then walking straight through it, what the fuck? I haven't had that issue yet. I would actually have to see it. Yeah. So I would take it down. If I would take it all the way down, like just have one little spot, because I feel like you have to build the manual steps, and the manual steps can be a lot to build. Like I think I was on live one day and I had y'all watching me do. I wanted to see if I can build curved steps. I built them, but it wasn't the spiral. But you can't build them like that though, cause shit disappears. But I did my thing with them fucking curved steps, and I have them in BBL Sasha's house, which is up on canvas. But you can't really. The Zoids don't use them. They just walk through the fucking wall. They walk through the fucking wall and go up stairs. So I'm gonna leave. That's another thing I've learned. But let's do our roof. Let's do our roof. And then I do want y'all to note something: is when you're building, like this patio. Now the game will give it like a ceiling. As you see, it has a ceiling. You can just delete that because it's recognizing that as a room. Yeah, so the manual steps, great, are actually functional. I can walk my Zoe up there. But the reason why they don't use it is because of how I built them. The game doesn't recognize them as a way to access the second floor. And I didn't know that. So I ended up building like another room for them to. I put steps up there. So when I did it, I walked upstairs and went around to the steps myself. But now the game was like, bitch, that ain't no way to get up there to the second floor, so it don't exist. So what they do is they just walk straight through the wall, teleport to the actual steps, and just go. And I left it because, bitch, it's playable. I'm leaving it. But this, okay, sorry. So it recognized the patio as a room. So you don't have to delete this. This only shows if you have all of your walls up. So you can delete that, or you can use it to make like an awning, or you can make it a glass ceiling. You can do whatever you want with this ceiling that they made. I usually just delete it because I don't really care to have it. So, bitch, bye. So now we have our roof. Now, doing the roof is a bitch. It's something I am still learning. So, back on our build tool in the top left, we're going to click on building, and we're going to click on the roofing. I be looking at the houses in real life. Like, so I'll be like, when I go on my walks, I'll be looking at the housing out there to see what their roofs looks like. So you can do a simple one like this, and you'll have a roof for your house. But if you want to get a little more intricate, you can grab the piece in the middle, raise it up. You can slide one side over. You can do all these things. So, mind you, this is the side of the house. So I'm going to go around to the front. I'm going to make sure my roof is all the way over everywhere it is. Hey, Uncle Jesse, welcome in. I'm weak. His ass was knocked out. So I'm gonna do this, right? You see how I pinched it back? I pinched it back so I had my roof just on that piece. Cause I seen a house that had they did something like this. I think it was this one. Oh, boo, thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the heart me. Oh, little man was tuckered out. So I'm gonna do this, right? So you can just hit the option key and that'll stop. So I'm gonna do this one here. I'm gonna raise it up. Then I'm gonna do another one right beside it. Oh, I have it too far over, and I'm gonna raise it up. So let me see. Let me see what we. Let me see. Oh, he's just so happy. He's like, "Oh, you on live again?" That's cute. That is cute. So I'm gonna take this side in to make sure it's on top of the house. Oh, it was on top of the house. That's on me. And then they had another piece in the middle of this house, like a tall one that looks just like these two. So don't mind this little red thing. If you're building your roof right now, don't mind this little red thing. I will go back and do this over. I just want to see if I can create the look. So this little red thing is going to show anyway. Just let you know where you put in your roof. And remember, if it's looking like this, just hit the options key. And that'll cut itself out the fuck out. Ah, okay. It did do something. I did do a thing. A little more, and then a little over. Now, the only thing I don't know how to do is I'm not sure if it's on here or if you're able to. Is you know how they have like those little false windows at the top of some joints. I don't know how to make that. This makes me want to build all my parents say to look stupid on the sounds. I'm weak. Go for it. Go for it. You might be able to eat it in here. You might be able to eat it in here. But we do have a little roof situation. So what I would actually do is I will slide this one back. So it looks like it's more so inside of here and coming down. Bitch, I said slide back. And that is sliding directly out of here. I won't do that to these ones because they're fine. But I would do this to make. I just heard a notification like I was still at this old place I used to work at. My God, I was triggered. Woo! I hate a team chat. My God. Thought I heard my old team group chat go off. Triggered. But I don't know how to make like a window. So y'all bear with me. I do want to try something. You know, my brain is doing a thing and I have an idea. So, okay, so Uncle Jesse, that's what it was. It was the Discord noise. So I'm gonna try this. Cause I would like to have a false window up here. Like, baby, it's not a room. Let's do this. Let's do one here and one here. And maybe I'll bring it down here too. This is just a test. I don't know if this is gonna work, y'all. I don't know. So, oh gosh. But I want to give it a shot. Now, I don't know if it'll delete my wall. I've never tried this before. But you don't know something until you fucking try it, for real. So, I think it's going to delete the window. But what if... Let me see. Is it going to delete? It is going to delete the window. Because I can't just delete the wall. Even if I make it glass. I see what I'm trying to do. I see what I'm trying to do, but I don't think it's going to allow me to do so. Because I can't put a window up there anyway. And I think if I push this through the wall, it's actually going to delete the it's going to delete the window. Let me see. Are you going to delete my fucking window? Okay, it's just not going to go through at all. Okay. So, scratch that. Take that shit back. So, scratch that. But there has to be a way to do it. There has to be a way to do it. I'm going to figure that shit out. But you can also change the color of your roof. I plan to make my roof brown-ish. I plan to make it brown. So I'm going to start changing the color. So you do have a couple different options for your roof. Your gable is... What the fuck does that show? That should be the side of the roof. So when they talk about your gable, this is your gable. This piece right here. So whatever color I'm going to make my house, I'm going to make the roof that color too. But for now, I'm just going to make it white so I can have the different one. Your exterior should be the top piece. It should be this. And you do get some different designs of how you want your roof to look. So I'm going to keep it like this. Actually, that color is perfect. So I'm going to make sure I save that color by hitting that plus on that swatch. Now the exterior, this is the interior. So this is, we can't even actually see it. The ceiling, can't really see that either. The ridge, I think that's this piece. Oh, it's the top piece. So I'm going to make that top piece black. Now the verge, I do know what that is because it's a V. This right here should be the verge. And if I'm wrong, I'm embarrassed. Okay, cool. Wall decorations. I don't know what the fuck this is. I really don't know what that is because I've never seen it show. So I don't know where that's actually at and where it's actually showing to tell y'all anything about that. But now that I have that, I'm basically just going to do the same thing to the rest of my little roof pieces. I'm going to just do the same thing, apply the same exact joints. I'm going to start at my gable. And it was white. My exterior was this one, I believe. Go back. Was it that? Let me click on it to find out. It was, oh, the top right. So exterior is top right. And it's this color. Why does it look so different? Oh, it could definitely be where the sun is hitting. So that matters too. Yeah, it's where the sun is hitting. So interior doesn't matter. The ridge is black. The verge is black. Black. Verge is black. Oh, I'm still on the same one. Whoops. Make sure you're clicking on the right thing. I do that shit a lot. There we go. Ridge is black. Verge is black. Now, I'm also excited to see this because this is going to make a cute little design. No, you go back. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. Verge black. Ridge black. Exterior is this one. And that color. And then do the same thing over here. So shout out to the neighbors that have this roof. Appreciate you. If it weren't for you, I would not have this. So a lot of time I do that. I walk around and see stuff. I'm like, wow, can I make that in the game? Okay, so boom. Okay, so boom. Where is... Let me click on this one again. There we go. There you are, Effie. There you are. All right. So aside from the colors mismatching, yes. I love a good challenge like that to see. Thank y'all for 8.7K likes, 8.8K likes. So now we have a little house. We have a little house. I really wish I could add that false window up here to make it look more of a, more of a thing. Because I really like the idea. And you don't have to use these boring colors that I use. I like them. But you don't have to do that. You can throw wallpaper up here too. You can do whatever designs you want. But for me, for now, just white. Just plain white so I can know what's up. Nothing fancy. That type of detail is stuff that I'll go back on later. Because I at least want us to get the shell of the house. Which means just you're building your blue point. The black trim and ease. Now there is a way you can add black trim right around this piece too, but I cannot for the life of me remember how to add it. It's on one of your options here, but I can't remember how to add it right now. So whether or not I have to make the roof bigger or smaller to make it hit add a floor, add a ceiling, something. But I've done it in one of my houses where I added a piece and made it bigger and just used that as like my floor. So I probably needed to do that before I even put this shit up here. If I'm being so for real. Matter of fact, y'all bear with me because now that I'm thinking about it, I want to try it real quick. So I'm going to go over here to the side and just build a quick little room. Bitch, build a quick little room and add a roof to it. So now I'm going to take this. I believe it's the side of the floor. Now what if I wanted to take this piece? I think build another little wall. Bitch, get back up there. So give me that. I really think I have an idea. Let's pull it out a little bit. No, not disconnect the bitch. Because I've done it before. But I be doing so much on this game, I just be playing around with shit. And then boom. Shit just be happening. No, you stay back. Because I need you to come out now. This side. Okay. I really think this is what I've done. I really think this is what I did to get it. And did I make this a half? If I didn't, I would figure that shit out. So let me see. I didn't think I seen a roof. I didn't think I seen a trimming. That's still a wall. So just a little smaller. Ooh, bitch, turn around. Why is it coming out sideways? Let me turn on my snapping tool. Do, 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 do. Hey, thanks for the popular vote. Appreciate you. Okay. So that is what I did. I put another room up before and made it a little. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Uncle Jesse. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. And just made it a little bit smaller so it'll show the black from the room. That is a way you can have a trim around your roof. And usually, what I also would do is take this piece where the floor is at and make that black. That is my ceiling. That is definitely not my floor. But anyway, build the floor, make it black. Doopa doopa doo doo. I made it glass instead. It was pissing me off. It was pissing me off because I needed that shit to work a certain way. Alright, and then we're just going to slide it right over a bit. And then I'm going to slide this one in. I'll get an idea, y'all, and I will run it right through the ground. I will run it right through the ground because I have to see if it'll work. Like when I tell you I get on here and it's trial and error for me. Trial and error. And now I will just change these colors to be the colors that I wanted. Like I'll leave that white so I can make sure the black is showing. Black. This was actually that color. The verge is black. And I mean the verge is black, the verge is black. And I don't know what these wall decorations are changing. I don't know what. Oh, I see it. The wall decoration is changing that little piece there. Okay. But yeah, let me get rid of this. This was just so I can see. Hello. Dion, what's good? So let's just get rid of this. This was literally just a test to see if I could remember how to do it. Come on, delete. I wish I was like a delete all tool, but I know that would delete everything that we build. Oh, you're playing on PS5. Drink some water and get up and walk to the door. Boy, that's scary because somebody just walked through my front door. Alright. Alright, so we do have a house. We do have that. The house is finished. The house is complete. I'm actually playing on my Mac. Crunchy. And hey, thanks for the heart, me Camilla. Welcome in. Welcome in. Whew. So, I am about to get up in a second because we're about to switch over to The Sims. So, we just wanted to finish our build. At least complete our shell for Inzoi. Yes, good morning, good morning. So let me show, for those that just joined, what we've done. Now, we didn't do any like real designing for real. I just wanted to help y'all build a shell so we can have a house. Okay, yeah, so I just have an iMac. I literally bought this Mac just to play The Sims on, and I ended up using it. And I just happened to have another HP screen lying around the house. Thank you, Camilla. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, I just use what I had. I don't really have a real gaming setup per se. I'm shooting to get one in December for my birthday. That's the plan, is to get me an actual gaming setup. but a legit one. So I don't really have like I don't have nothing fancy for real. I don't have all the fancy equipment. So yeah. Okay. So this is what we have so far. We will design this on another day. So we have our kitchen, our entryway, our other living area, half bath, a living room, a little study section, and this may be a dining area, or this may be a dining area here. Oh, thank you. Okay, it works for me. It eats for me. Thank y'all for 9K likes. And then we have our second floor. On the second floor, we have it's just gonna be one bedroom. I'm first of all, I'm so glad I can help. You are so welcome. And I will be editing this and uploading it to YouTube, which is why y'all know usually I have a vibe going on in here. I have my music playing and we vibing out. But YouTube not finna sue me. No ma'am. Yeah, you can most definitely do that. So I do have I need to drop I don't think are any of my mods here? Q, if you could drop the Discord, Uncle Jesse, if you could drop the Discord link in the chat or pin it, I think we were having trouble trying to pin it the other day. But yeah, I do have a Discord where we do share things like this. We do share our Zoys. We do share our ideas. We just talk. We just talk, shoot the shit, all that good stuff. So you can definitely drop a picture in there. You know, feel free to introduce yourself. X, Y, and Z. All the rules are there. I'm new to making Discord, but I did make one for the Shug so we can have a spot. But yes, back to the house. We have the master bathroom, master bedroom. It's only one. It's gonna be a one bedroom house. That's it. That's it. I got you. And then it's just gonna be like a little study area. And then I wanted a real long, massive ass hallway. This is the massive hallway with the platform bedroom and the rest of the bedroom area. And then we do have a patio that LB suggested that we add, which is the patio slash balcony that you can access from the bedroom. And then we did do a roof. Y'all, we did a roof, and it looks really good. We did a roof. You know, sometimes I do the flat roofs, like the city roofs, and that'd be that. But yeah, I'm gonna save this. So I'm gonna also upload this now that we finished it. I'm gonna upload this to Canvas. So anybody that did not do the build or didn't, don't have the game yet, but still wanted the build, we're gonna upload this. You are so welcome.